In a world of electronic overload, it's a place of solitude and comfort. This is the beautiful Holy Dormition Franciscan Friary, located along Route 93 in Seibertsville. It dates back to 1940 and was the first Catholic institution in the Cunningham Valley. Father Jerome Wolbert is one of 3 Franciscan friars who call the friary home. He explains that while the friary is a religious institution, it is different from a church parish.
There's no parish register, so for example, we don't do baptisms because baptisms are normally done in a parish church, and so therefore we don't have a list of parishioners, but there are people who come here. Some of them come here quite regularly, and some of them come here on an occasional basis.
Many people may remember the friary as the host of the Pilgrimage for World Peace, which has drawn tens of thousands of people from far and near to worship together. For 78 years, it has served as a prayerful retreat for people of all faiths. It still offers confessions every Friday, divine liturgy several times a week, along with retreats and other programs. And it houses what Father Jerome believes is the only remaining religious gift shop in the area. And there are costs, just like your own home, to keep it all going.
Even beyond expense, there's only so much one person can do. So, as we get older, there's more that we have to hire out for, and as there are fewer friars around these days, it gets harder and harder to do those sorts of things.
While Father Jerome prays for new vocations, there are efforts underway to recruit and attract other friars to locate here in Seibertsville.
Our province wants to do everything that we can to keep a presence here. This is a very unique house. It's the only Byzantine Franciscan friary in this country, and so we would very much like to be able to keep it open.
Father Jerome also praised the support of the community, which provides donations that literally help keep the grass cut and the lights on.
I'm reminded always of the widow's mite when Jesus says that woman who put the 2 small coins into the box gave more than all those people who put a large amount of money in. There are a lot of donors who give just a couple dollars every once in a while when they can, and that's what's kept our doors open for this long. We could have a house of prayer anywhere in this country, but we want to know that our ministry is meaningful to the people who are here. To keep the friary open here, I think, we would like to know that people come here to pray, and that it's a spiritually fruitful place for them, not just something abstract in their head. Oh, we like that there is a friary in the area, but something that's meaningful enough that they actually come and pray in the chapel and walk the grounds and respect the land and are able to connect with God here.
Father says that the Franciscans are evaluating the property and trying to come up with a plan to preserve it. If you're not familiar with the name Holy Dormition Franciscan Friary in Seibertsville, well, you may be more familiar with some of its tenants.
I talk about the friary in Seibertsville and they don't know what I'm talking about. And then later in the conversation, I say something about our duck pond and they're like, oh, I know what you're talking about. Because of course many kids growing up here, and even a lot of adults, and will come here and they'll feed the ducks, and so oftentimes it feels like the ducks are better known than we are.
One person who knows about the ducks and the monastery is Damien Quick. Damien was born in Hazleton, and after traveling the country as a musician and band member, he has returned to the area where he focuses on his instrumental music and poetry.
Well, I've been coming here since I was in grade school, 2nd or 3rd grade. And even when I was no longer living in the area, when I would come back to visit, I would always come here. It was just a little place of solitude for me.
While this sign tells us it's no longer permitted, Damien recalls special memories of fishing in this pond.
Yeah, a long time ago, like when I was maybe in 4th or 5th grade, you were still allowed to fish here. And so I would come here with my dad and we would fish. And there was a small population of ducks at that time, but over the years they seem to have multiplied quite a bit. And I believe that's one of the reasons why you can no longer really fish here anymore. It's actually dangerous to them. And the whole entire land actually has become quite a wildlife refuge.
Because the friary has been here for him, now he wants to return the favor.
You hear rumors from time to time about maybe the friary closing or the land being acquired for some other purpose. And knowing what I know about it, knowing what it means to me, I feel it's almost my obligation to do something so that might not happen.
So how did you come up with the idea for this benefit?
I was out here one day just walking around, and sometimes I bring my guitar here and I'll play. And I thought to myself, what a great way to bring people anywhere is to provide entertainment. And what a better place to have it is here, so that people who may not even know that it's here will come and discover something new, maybe even discover something about themselves in the process.
And so on August 3rd from 6 till 9 p.m., Damien has organized what he calls an art benefit for our Seibertsville Monastery.
It's really a place that needs to be here. It's really a place that you can get away from daily life, the hustle, the bustle. You can come and enjoy that quiet solitude. If you're not a person of faith, you may actually discover that you are, because we can't forget one of the most important things here is the chapel and God. I mean, it's what makes this place what it is.
Reporting from Seibertsville for SSPTV News, I'm Lisa Sugart.
Donations are always welcome, and checks can be made payable to the Holy Door Mission Friary. And for more information on the benefit on August 3rd, go to the website on your screen.